find is a place, there are no cattle there, there are no sheep there, there's no Arabians pitching their tent there, there's no rain, there's nothing. But there are wild beasts of the desert shall lie there. And this is, I mean, think about what Sodom used to be. It used to be a well-watered plain. Now it's a desert. And God said it's never going to be inhabited again. And I'm thinking about my homeland, my country. And if the mercy and the grace of Almighty God does not kick in and stop this thing, we're going to lose everything we have in this country. It's gone. It's gone. Now there's another verse in Isaiah 13 that links some things together, and I'm going to read that to you in verse. Let's start at verse 6, Isaiah 13:6. Howl ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt. Think about what Jesus said in the Olivet Discourse when he was preaching about his coming. He said, "Men's hearts shall fail them for fear." They're going to see the things that are going on, and they're just literally going to faint and fall away because of the fear of what's coming. And they shall be afraid, verse 8. Pangs and sorrows shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. Now think about that. Think about, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as a woman travailing with child, and they shall not escape. When you see the word destruction, think of a spirit called the destroyer. Think of, actually personalize or personify the word destruction. And we can do this by way of Revelation chapter 9, verse 11. The king of the bottomless pit is named Apollyon and Abaddon. Both of them means the destroyer. And just study the word destroy or destroyed or destroyer or destruction in the King James Bible. You'll start seeing things. So here we have God destroying Babylon just like he did with Sodom and Gomorrah because of sodomy, because of that sin. And he said in that day, men's hearts are going to fail them. They're going to have pangs and sorrows as a woman that is in travail. They shall be amazed one at another. Their faces shall be as flames. Think about the divine spark. All of that fits in there. And then think about what, the sudden destruction cometh upon them. The beast literally just coming on them instantly, coming upon them as a woman travailing in birth. So all of these things are tied together, not just things that we can see out here, but things in the Scripture. They're all tied together. And this is kind of the approach that we're going to take today. Let me read a couple of pieces of paper for you. And there was one interesting thing that came by, the Daily Smart Pill. This is from the dailymail.co.uk. The Daily Smart Pill that can remember all your passwords. Tablets can transmit personal details to devices as they pass through the body. Ugh. Ugh. I got to take my glasses off for this one here. And my eyes are still adjusting. Now I can actually start to see better with my glasses on. So anyway, and I'm going to brag a little bit. And I appreciate it. I think it's a combination of everybody's prayers, the Lord just helping me and so on. But I have maintained a low blood sugar or normal blood sugar levels now for over 2 weeks, all without medication. I've not had any diabetes medication now for about 2.5 weeks, something like that. And it's just been simply diet. I know what to avoid. I know what I can't have. We had some visitors in from Indiana. Their daughter actually went to camp with us and took them to Emo's Pizza. And if you ever come to this area, you got to go eat Emo's. I'm telling you, it's good. And I love Emo's Pizza. So we all went. And I ate a big, huge salad. And I loved it. And I ate one little teeny piece of pizza. Anyway. For forgetful types, it promises to be a new wonder pill, but far from boosting the memory, the tiny swallowable capsules contain a minute chip that transmits an individual's personal details. Does anybody smell a singularity here? I smell it, and if you don't know what that is, Ray Kurzweil talks, and I didn't know this, he works for Google now. Ray Kurzweil talks about the singularity, the point at which computers and humans are going to go like that. And I've been talking about this in the foreseeable future. We have the Google Glass. You're going to wear the internet on your head and have access to everything with your all-seeing eye. Do you understand that? And we're there at some point. They're going to fuse the technology in with the human being to make him a god. That's what the singularity is all about. The biblical name for that, I believe, would be the mark of the beast. I think this has everything to do with it. So you're going to swallow a computer, and it's got a radio transmitter in it. And electronic devices will be able to read the unique signal, ending the need for passwords and paper forms of IDs such as passports, and freeing users from, see the word freedom here? It's going to make us free, isn't it? Freeing users from such mundane tasks as recalling countless codes and security answers. Now, I want you to think about how ridiculous we've gotten in our society. It used to be that mundane tasks that had to be performed every day were things like plowing fields, cutting down timber to build your house and to heat your house with, and feeding farm animals and scraping to survive. Those mundane tasks. That's what used to be mundane tasks. Now we have the inconvenience of having to remember passwords. Well, now we're going to be freed from all of that. The wonder of technology is going to make us better. It's going to make us like gods. Is what it's going to do. Already approved by both the U.S. Food and Drug Administration and European regulators, the ingestible sensor is powered by a battery using the acid in the wearer's stomach. Each pill is designed to move through the body at the normal process of digestion, and according to engineers working on the device, it can be taken every day for up to a month, based on technology developed by California-based. Here it is. Ready? Proteus Digital Health. Proteus. Let me look that up. I'm going to double check on this, and I forgot to do this before the broadcast here. But if I remember right, what somebody told me was that Proteus is here it is. In Greek mythology, Proteus is a sea god, a god that rises up out of the sea. Let me see if I can capture your attention just for a minute here. And there's a picture that I'm gonna see if I can get it up on the screen for you. It's gonna take me a few clicks on a mouse. Let me do this. Save as picture. Proteus. There it's saved. Now let me do Wirecast and import it. I mean, it's such a mundane task to show you a picture. Ugh. Maybe one of these days I can just think it, and the picture would be up on the screen. Yeah, that's what we want. Yeah, that's the ticket. Here we go. Here's Proteus right here. Here we go. Right. Here's Proteus. That's who he is. Oh, look, he looks like a serpent. And he's got a trident, which is a symbol for the triple helix, actually, is what it is. That's trident. That's, back in 1 Samuel, he was called Dagon, half human, half fish. And so here we have, literally, a company named after the beast that rises up out of the sea, Proteus. and they've designed a chip for you that integrates electronics and everything. And it's just getting everybody used to becoming part of the electronically circuited world that we're headed to. And I believe somehow, some way, it is absolutely linked in with the mark of the beast, so that no man might buy or sell save he had the mark. I mean, buying and selling and commerce is part of this. This is all merchandise or mercantile related. The merchants of Babylon comes to mind here. And it's just getting everybody used to that. That is a great article, and I think a couple people sent it to me, and I really, really appreciate it. Here's something that Stupid Joe said. Stupid Joe Biden, Vice President in charge of Vice, Joe Biden, applauded the Supreme Court's rulings earlier this week overturning the Defense of Marriage Act and California's Prop 8, saying that we're on the verge of seeing America move even further on same-sex marriages. That's not news. That's what we know. We know that according to scriptures. We know that according to logic and common sense. And I keep repeating myself on this thing, but I'm telling you, the Sodomites are not going to stop until we are in ashes in this land. And there are other nations more progressive right now than America, like Holland, Great Britain, places like that. They're way ahead of us, and we're just trying to catch up with them. Australia, Canada, you name it. I mean, we're just trying to catch up with all of our buddies so we can all burn. But this is where we're going in this country. Biden says, I think we'll see the day when it is no longer a debate about whether or not same-sex couples can be married and whether or not they deserve every single civil right every other married couple deserves, Biden says in the latest Being Biden episode, a periodic series posted to the White House website. Biden heralded the Supreme Court's ruling as a great day for every gay and lesbian couple, and it should be a great day for every straight couple in America. Why? Why, Joe? Why would that be? Why should I be impressed that we are now gone to such moral depravity in this country that the government is actually sanctioning, and then, are you ready? Because the government is going to, at some point, enforce or force gay marriage on ministers. Oh, no, we wouldn't do that. The government wouldn't do that, would it? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This is the day when Mike Hoggard goes to prison or something like that. I'm not doing it. I mean, I told the church yesterday, not doing it. And they all said, yeah, Pastor Mike, we support you. Well, then you come bring me some cakes and stuff like that while I'm in jail. If you're going to stand behind me now, you got to take care of me. Stupid Joe goes on to say, now we can look each other in the eye and say, we're on the road to absolute fairness and equity. I want you to remember that he said that. Equity. I'm going to deal with that. He also said that the decision would have a profound impact on every gay and lesbian couple in America. The point here is Americans are way ahead of their political leadership, Biden said. They have been. I think they crossed this Rubicon about fairness for same-sex couples a long time ago. Biden made waves last year when he announced last May that he was completely comfortable with gay marriage, a statement he made despite President Obama remaining